Welcome to Packmates, a podcast about Magic the Gathering Limited, where we take a deep dive into the limited format. The Packmates are a group of card sharks that enjoy going to the FNMs, winning some FNMs occasionally, getting some 7-0s on Magic the Gathering Arena. And I don't know if anybody else plays Magic online, but actually
some people in the Discord.
Yeah, our listeners do. And they be winning all the time because of this podcast, actually. And I'm Andrew, the resident mid-range expert.
I'm Ryan, the aggro expert.
I'm Robi, the resident Dirtle expert. And Andrew's back.
We are the
Packmates.
Yeah.
Killed that.
So Andrew,
intro.
where have you been?
I took a trip to Las Vegas, actually.
Oh, what's there?
Yeah, there was a Magic Con there last weekend. And so I decided to participate in the 100K sealed open that they had there.
How'd you do?
4-3.
That's not bad. That's
it
good.
wasn't bad. I won my first 3 right off the bat, rattled off some good wins. I was feeling the good wind in my sail, and then I ran into a couple of Boros decks, and they just went really wide on me. And I was playing a green-black kind of mid-range control deck. Yeah, it was sealed, so green-black's pretty good.
We call those Andrew decks.
Yeah. And so, I really liked it. I thought it was pretty good, but I didn't have any way to like deal with a bunch of creatures on the board, and they played this, I forget what the spell is called. It's X and red.
I don't know.
Totentans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And so, I got beat from I think I was at 16 life and they were at 4. And then over the course of 2 turns, I lost the game.
Yeah.
Because they just went X is 8, swing, and then I'm just dead.
Yeah.
And it was as simple as that. I didn't have a good way of effectively clearing the board. I didn't get any of there's a good card who's -1 to everything.
Yeah.
And so
white, black.
Exactly. Yeah. And I would have just played it had I just had that in my pool at any point.
Right.
I just didn't have a good way of effectively wrathing the board basically, or just kind of clearing out some stuff. I could stabilize really well, but then that card just got me. I have one creature out and they're going to get me there. I faced that twice actually.
Gross.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt a lot. The second time seeing it on the second round, the next round afterwards was just so brutal.
Yeah, I had that last week with Goblin Bombardment. It was the stupidest thing in my entire life.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then I kind of
shared animosity.
I rallied back though. I took our tips about top was our Superfecta about tilting.
Yeah.
And so I took it to heart and I did about 8 of those things.
You went to a grocery store?
I went to they had a little cantina there. So I went there. I went to the cantina to try to calm my nerves.
Just looked at
played
the
on my
different types of
phone.
bread.
Yeah, I was telling people how bad it was and how I just got screwed. And it was cool. My buddies were there, and so they had a good. I've been there a little bit. And they were ready to listen to my sob story, which was really good. And so I rallied back, rattled off one more win, and then I just lost. Man, it takes a lot of stamina to go really 7. It was 7 rounds, and I could just feel myself kind of waning, and I just kind of lost. I kind of lost my focus a little bit. I didn't play very well that last round, and maybe it was because I was still thinking about just getting demolished by these Boros decks, and so I got beat by a Rakdos deck in the last round there, and it wasn't a very spectacular Rakdos deck. They just got out from under me. I just I couldn't get to 5 mana. And to really start getting those high cost, those not Hamlet China, the Gluttonous.
Glutton.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so that was it. If I'd probably gotten to 5 mana, I think I would have been all right in that game.
Yeah, tournament stamina is a real thing. That people don't appreciate.
Stay hydrated, people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stay hydrated. Eat snacks.
Oatmeal.
Take a couple Viagras before.
Take a couple bees.
Yeah.
Couple bees. You got to stay up.
I'll keep you way up.
That's a lot of dominance.
Yeah, so I think speaking of Viagra, I think we're going to talk about our FNM decks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
why don't you go first, Robi?
Yeah, why is that, Ryan?
Are we sponsored by Hims yet?
You got me. You got me.
I'm
no longer undefeated in sanctioned play.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest kind of crop of
yeah.
I've drawn for 4 weeks in a row.
I remember those days. They were good. They were good days.
Yeah, so I ended up going 3-0 with I played Golgari, and I basically had to up the Beanstalk deck where I basically just played up the beanstalk. And
what's up the beanstalk?
it's the 2-mana enchantment that whenever it enters the battlefield, you draw a card, and whenever you cast a card you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, you get to draw a card. So that just like leads to really, really degenerate things of like playing a 5-drop, drawing another 5-drop. Next turn you just basically have infinite 5-drops. Yeah. If you drafted in the way that I did, where you just take all the 5-drops.
Can you imagine a deck of all Sarus Packmates?
Yeah, that's basically what it is, right? But they're even bigger.
This should be like this should definitely be the team deck.
They're like owlbears, right? Like,
owlbear.
Yeah.
Very good.
So yeah, I just had that. I didn't really have a bunch of bombs. I had 2 Gretas, which is pretty good, and 2 of the Gluttons.
Was there anything special about one of the Gretas you got?
I got one last pick in pack 3. Like
it wasn't last pick.
It was
like
second
bottom
to last.
3 or bottom 2.
It was second to last. Genuinely.
I should have hated it, but there was like a card that I was like maybe gonna play.
It was so like validating. I was like, oh, I just drafted perfectly. Like, oh,
what kind of person passes you a deck like this? You know, like they've got to be like just one of the worst.
So Ryan
can't win a sanctioned
right,
match.
and Andrew was on my left.
I was not on your left.
He was on my
I was not on your left.
Second left.
I will take no part in this.
Who put up a bigger fight?
Damn.
Ryan did.
Yeah, let's go.
Damn
let's go.
Ryan's deck was scary to me. Like as soon as I
like
saw
if you
it,
didn't see my deck before the thing, I think I maybe steal a game from you.
I don't know. I probably, if I saw a mountain, I wouldn't know that you had like 3 twisted fealties.
You did pass me like 2 of them.
Yeah, so I knew what I was passing, right? Like, which I don't know how you ended up in blue-red, because like you passed like Ash Party Crashers and like
that's when I had you pick. Remember?
Yeah, like
it was between that and the 2 1-for-1.
Yeah,
and like
the 2 1-for-1's probably better.
But. Yeah, because like I stayed basically mono red pack 1.
Yeah,
and pack 2 I kind of like I spec'd a few branches.
Yeah,
and then pack 2 I ended up moving into blue because I got like that saga that gives me reflections and
yeah, that's like
it's not like an amazing reason, but like it was fine.
Yeah, but yeah, Twisted Fealty like bodies my entire deck. But yeah, I just ended up just grinding people out with food tokens. Like against the aggro decks, you just have to like hardcore play around Twisted Fealties, make all the foods, and I ended up getting a game, 2 games off Ryan, which was crazy.
Yeah,
that was a super close one.
Game 3 was crazy close. Yeah. I got you to 1.
Like I just stabilized.
Yeah,
I got all the way back up to 15.
Yeah, like, I just started ripping lands off top. Like I just went all out to get them to 1.
Yeah, and yeah, it was gross. And then I top decked the Spectre.
Yeah, which like he only had 1 dude in his yard, and it killed like 6 dudes.
It was pretty brutal.
Ryan said something about it, and he was like, dude, I shouldn't have said something because I just casted straight to the top. Yeah,
like I just jinxed myself. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. This is a thing you can do, though. Like, that's all I have to say. Like, you can basically just take up the beanstalk and then just play 5 drops, and it's kind of a real.
Is that card just like valuable now? Like actual, like worth $4, $5, something like that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
it looked like the 2/4 was kind of like a pretty big part of it too.
Yeah, it was really good. Like I knew it was pretty good. Like because like
yeah,
yeah,
we've been talking about it for like a week or 2. Right?
It's like your bad version of Up the Beanstalk, right? Yeah, like it's something that gives you value off of playing 5 drops, right?
Yeah, that
which is what you want to
really
do,
tough.
Right? Like you just want to get to 5 mana and just drop 5 drop every turn.
Yeah.
Or toughness was kind of hard to get around too.
Yeah,
it's big.
Yep.
All right.
So that's all I got.
Andrew, why don't you tell us about yours?
Yeah, I went black blue control today. I was actually like on my way to Las Vegas. I was watching Ben Stark draft with one of another, I think it was Nikolai Bolas or something like that. They were together, and he was talking about this like really good black blue Dimir deck that's not fairies, and it's just actually going for into the court of the Fae, and you just have a bunch of control spells and just play this really kind of slow.
Attrition people.
Yeah, you just attrition people out. And so I decided to play it this week. It was pretty good. I didn't I didn't see anything too wrong with it. Although I will say the person to my left that I was passing to was also in the same colors as I was.
Yeah.
And so that was like, how the heck did that happen? But, I got my read like kind of right. Like, I took green cards at the beginning of it and I noticed that the green was just drying up. I was like, oh, okay. So, all right, got to scrap these. That's the first picks, You don't really know. You can't get the singles until about 4. And so this was a good, perfect example of green, green, green. Oh, crap. No, green's not available in this draft. Yeah. I'm done.
Yeah, I passed a green rare and proceeded to cut it off completely.
So I knew green was out. And then I looked also to my right, and the person who was to my right is has an infamous for drafting.
White draft.
Yeah, infamous for drafting.
Not mono, but white.
Always with a white in their deck. So I said, oh, okay, so now I'm out green and white. And so, okay, I'm not going to take those. And so I was just kind of sussing out where I should be. And so it was a real toss-up between the black cards came because I think it was a crab apple or what's the
candy grapple.
Candy grapple, thank you.
I knew the pick order that was going to happen. My
I literally sent it to you in pick order, right?
So the candy grapple.
And I knew where that candy grapple was going to end up.
Yeah, the candy grapple was it.
I did too.
All right, Andrew's going to get this candy grapple, and then he's going to think black is open. But really, I'm in black too. So
I was like, Andrew's either getting candy grapple or fairy fencing.
I took up the beanstalk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which
I took it up to beanstalk early too. I was just like, I just couldn't stay in it. It's too bad. There's 2 green drafters like right upstream of me. This is bad. So I thought I read my seat pretty well. I did all right. There were some really tight games. A lot of just chip damage in this deck actually because of all the flyers, and so you just kind of get them in the air. You control the game a little bit with your disdainful strokes, with the ice outs and things like that. So you can play more control-y, like I'm gonna counter spells. I'll have a little bit of light remove with rat out, and then you could do like hopeless nightmare as well as like another like actually chip somebody out with that. They just didn't expect it. It's like it's tough. You don't normally think of just black
face damage.
Yeah, just 2 face damage out of a black blue deck. You just think you're safe. You always think it's red. Red's like ingrained in us to like know that that's going to chip us out. But black in this set is actually like there's a lot of chip damage in there. And so I also had the 3/5 flyer that when it comes into play and you bargain, you chip them for 3. And so there was like a sweet line where I dealt 4 damage to somebody just sacking the Wicked token. And so 1 there,
that's a real
4
thing too.
Done.
Wicked tokens are super.
Yeah,
low.
so they were like at 11 life, and I just chipped them out like out of nowhere. They're like, "Oh, an extra 4 damage. Wow, I guess I'm just dead."
Yeah.
And so the deck played pretty well, and I kind of liked it. I tried again. Blue is one of those colors in this set where I think it's one of the probably the lower win percentage ones, right? Like, we kind of figured that out now that it's not really kind of where you want to be. But I think
you can be there.
I still like it.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of merit to it. But I think those like into the fake court was just like it proved to be pretty strong, and that was enough like to get around some of advantage of some of these people that just like really try to run an aggro strategy and these gas out pretty quick. And if you have enough to stabilize and to get to that 5 mana and just hit one of those, it's pretty good. I will say that it sucks because the token can't block.
Yeah.
That was like the only thing where I was like, damn, this stupid token if it could block. But most of the time I just bargain it away and do something cool with it.
Yeah.
But yeah. It was a fun deck.
Sounds cool.
What you got?
Was able to build kind of like my pet deck of this format, which is aggro. I just love playing aggro. I don't know why.
Like, it's not very good.
It's not, but it's fun.
It's fun. It is fun.
It's fun. I had, like 6 1-drops, more 2-drops, more 3-drops, and then a few 4-drops in it into the fake court. Into the fake court was like very good in this. If I ever got to 5, I had a couple treasures to like help boost me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to run the 17 lands. I even sideboard out 1 and went 15 for the sleight of hand.
Oh my gosh! Oh, the sleight of hand's pretty.
Yeah, it's basically a land.
Yeah, it's basically yeah.
I had 2 Twisted Fealties, which all stars, terrifying.
Yeah, like it had me. Ryan's deck did have me sweating.
It was legitimately like a very good game 3.
Yeah.
Like the first 2 games were like non-games, like kind of like one-sided. Both of them. Like we both kind of got screwed in our own little separate ways, which is happens. But game 3 was a very good game. I had Gadwig's First Duel, which people are hating on, but I used it to copy Twisted Fealty. I love it. I love it. I don't care what his stats
First Duel do.
That's the 2 mana blue saga that curses something, scries 2, and then copies a Twisted Fealty.
Oh man, I do like Gadwick
Oh,
Saga.
dude, it had me so sweating. Like whenever
Robi
I
just
went to,
passed his turn.
I didn't play another creature.
She's like, I'm just gonna eat 2 foods this turn. That's it.
Yeah,
And if he would have just got both
I
of them
would
taken.
have died on spot.
You just died the next turn anyway.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
it didn't matter. But I did get to do it. I did get to copy it and take 2 things for the win today. And it was sick.
I knew that was gonna
I did
happen.
too. I did too.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Robi just spilled a ton of shit all over himself.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Succumb to the Cold was pretty good. That taps 2 creatures. I had 2 Monstrous Rages that were pretty good. But yeah, just an aggro. Is it deck? Pretty fun. Check it
Monstrous
out.
Rage is super real.
Yeah, it's
Like
really
that
good.
trample, like the trample.
+3,
Roll
+1 and
super real.
trample is just so good. Yeah, Monstrous
Yeah.
Roll is so good.
That card blew me out. Like when one of my games in the Las Vegas one, I just did not see it coming. And
Yeah,
it was just
you
like,
have to like do that math in your head.
it's just the one red. It tripped me up. I forgot that it gave another toughness to it. And
Yeah,
I was
that's the scariest part.
it was so brutal.
And that with Gadwick's First Duel was also insane. Like copying that.
Oh
Even though
my
it only cost 1.
gosh.
That's like one of
yeah.
the best
You get to
one
choose
mana
different
tricks that
targets
we've
for it,
had
right?
in a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah, that's been one of the better. Definitely so.
And the trample is super real too.
Mhm.
Yeah, because people like always like chomp with a 3/1 or a 1/1 or whatever, like all the time. And you're like, nope, you have a 3/1, you have like a 1/1. Now you take 5 and your dude dies. Like that's just an insane burst of damage.
That
for
card is
1.
very, very strong.
Yep.
But yep, that was the deck. I liked it. Thought it was fun. No other real big takeaways.
Yeah. Yeah. Red blue is
Yep.
the thing. Hey, you can do it too.
There's lots of ways to do it, right? Like a lot of people do the spells and the catapults and that, but I
Yeah.
love the aggro version. Like it's so fun.
It's like red white with
Worse cards.
Worse cards. That's genuinely what it is.
flyers.
Yeah.
Red, white with flyers.
Yeah.
But I didn't get the flyers.
I
I only had like 3 flyers.
Yeah, you had the honors, right?
Like red, white with draw 3.
Yeah.
But red, white doesn't need draw 3 because it just wins before it gets to
Yeah, it doesn't even bother with that.
I will say, I was at like, I look down at my life total. It's like turn 3. I'm at like 12 life. I'm like,
Yeah. It's going fast.
I ended up winning that game. That was game 3.
Yeah,
but
the deck was going very fast.
1-drops are super scary in this format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I think that's all we have for deck techs. What's next, Ryan?
2 truths and a lie. Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, so you can't look at the data, so don't pull it up.
All right.
Don't look at the thing because you don't need to. I'll just tell you. I mean, you can look at it. I guess I didn't mark which one was true or not, so it's fine.
All right.
So this is 2 truths and a lie about 17 lands data. We're gonna have Andrew go first every time. 'Cause
This is
I
like
feel like he's like looked at it a little bit less than Robi.
I have.
yeah,
Um,
I'm a computer.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll see.
He was rattling
We'll see.
off percentages earlier before
it
the
depends.
podcast started.
If we're talking about like games played percentages, I probably don't know as much.
I did. I mixed it up.
Okay.
I mixed it up.
If
So
it's
I have-
opening hand win percentage, I'm screwed.
I did
I'm
one.
used
I
to
did
that.
one opening hand. One
Oh,
percentage.
good.
That's what we're gonna start with.
Throw him a softball.
Okay, so 2 truths and 1 lie. So 2 of these are true. You guys have to identify the lie.
All right.
Blue doesn't have a common. This is opening hand win rate. This one is. Blue doesn't have a common in the top 20 opening hand win rate cards. Commons.
Copy.
White has 1 common in the top 20 opening hand win rate cards. Green has 1 common in the top 20 opening hand win rate cards. What's the lie? Andrew's first.
I think it's white.
Do you think white doesn't or has 1 as a lie?
Yeah.
Exactly 1.
Green.
Green is a lie.
Yep.
I forgot. It's like green was a lie.
Yeah.
Green was a lot.
Yeah, Green's
Green has
comments
2.
aren't very good. I was like, I didn't understand it, but got it right.
Yeah, green has 2.
Okay.
Oh.
Green has 2. What are they? The wolf.
The 1/3 that taps for mana.
Yep. And
Yeah.
the
The wolf.
And the wolf.
That makes a food. The adventure makes a food.
Hollow Scavenger. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the fawn.
This one's game played win rate. Okay.
Okay.
The top 7 game play win rate cards are red.
Oof.
The first common non-red or black card in game played win rate is 17th.
The first common.
These are all commons. All the stats are about commons.
Okay. Read that last one again.
The first common that's not red or black is 17th in game played win rate.
Okay.
There are no red or black cards in the bottom 28 game played win rate commons.
Ooh.
All right, Andrew.
I think it's the first one.
The top 7 game played win rate cards are red.
Yeah.
Common cards.
Seems like
I'm
an
going to
awful
say
lot.
the second one.
The first common non-red or black card in game played win rate is 17th.
Yep.
You're both wrong. There's one red card in the bottom 28.
That's
Jeez.
That's
First
funny.
strike and scry one.
I've played that card. All the
I think it's
time.
playable
kinda
though.
fun, yeah.
Like it's kind of playable, right?
Yeah, I've played that card. It's fun.
I cited in something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
okay.
damn.
You get a sky.
Yeah.
That's good.
We're not good at this.
I mean, like these stats are just absurd,
I don't know
right?
about
Like,
you.
Yeah, I mean, these
Andrew.
still. You got one right. The guy gets one right.
Good at this.
last one. These are just overall win rate statistics on color archetypes.
Oh, there we go.
Rakdos has the highest win rate. It's better to splash than not splash still. Boros and Rakdos are both better with a splash.
I think the false is the last one.
I think the second one, it's better to not splash. I think it's better to not splash.
Rakdos does not have the highest win rate.
Does it not? Is it Golgari?
It's Golgari.
Yeah.
Let's go, Gary. Yeah, damn.
Boros
People
and
are starting
Rakdos
to hedge against.
like splash is only better by like 0.1% right now. So like if you look at it tomorrow, it might not be.
Yeah.
But Boros and Rakdos are both better than like
I knew it was getting real close.
are both better with.
Is
the
it just
splash.
that people are catching on that splashing was good for a while, so you don't get as many prismatic? What's the prism? Is it prism?
splashing's still better than not?
That's
splashing.
not the best way to splash, I don't think. I think like the best way to splash is like being in green, really.
No.
Is it not?
Like there's only a few green color pairs that are. The
Oh.
best way to splash is making treasures.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Oh.
that checks out too. Flick
lot
a
of the
coin.
Prosthetic
Sticks.
prism. That's
Flick
flick
a
a coin.
coin,
Flick a
yeah.
coin's hella good.
Yeah. But yeah, those are my two truths and a lie. I know they were like all wildly outrageous kind of stats that you would like never know, right? Like,
Yeah.
We did not do very well at that. I could tell you we were 1 for 3.
like I worded it.
Yeah, it's
Like it was
worded
tricky,
sketch, yeah.
right? Like it was like
I got the opening hand win rate one.
you did.
I feel like you lucked into that one too
Yeah,
because you're
kinda.
like, I don't know if this is the way it works.
I've been opening hand win rate drafting super hard. lately.
Yeah.
Seems like it. I think this is definitely an opening hand win rate
This is
format
like
if there ever
a
was
very
one.
hard opening hand win
Yeah.
rate format.
I haven't seen aggro like this in a long time.
It's very, very, very strong. It's kind of annoying. I kind of hate the format a little. But you can kind of hedge against
You can
it.
beat aggro.
You can beat aggro.
Golgari is
It's
the best
easy.
deck.
Yeah. And I just
Yeah.
stumble into it every
You
week.
pop 2 foods and kind of stabilize. Like you kind of win.
Yeah, like genuinely.
Yeah.
And like, the key to Golgari stabilizing is having rat out. Rat out is like
Yeah,
the
rat out's
secret
insane.
key to like stabilizing.
I don't think it's a secret anymore. I think people know Rat Out's hella good.
If I'm
Rat's
still
out of the
getting
bag.
them- If
Yeah.
I'm still getting them.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just-
I'm surprised when I see them. I'm like, man, people just not know how good this card is.
I knew it was so good from like Ixalan. There was the fungus one.
Mm,
What was it called? I don't remember. But it was like the same thing, but it made a 1/1 separately.
mm.
But yeah. So I knew Rat Out was good
Yeah.
from the beginning, but it would be even better if it could block. Like it couldn't dominate it. It was like kind of busted in there.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
Aren't some of those stats wild? There's only like one Rakdos card in the bottom 28 commons.
That's wild. What is it? Oh,
What's one plus one first
we
strike?
were
Yeah, we
just
just
like,
talked
yeah,
The
about
it's
top
fine.
7 opening hand win rate commons are all red. That's just
That's
insane.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that checks out though.
Yeah, like
Like if you opening hand when Ray draft, you end up in red white or red black.
yes.
Yeah.
Like you just will, right? Like,
Well, white only has like one. Like literally, white's only one is
cheeky
the
house mouse.
no comments.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're talking
Was
comments.
the Valor one?
Yeah, but like
The two-
the thing
Yeah,
about
that
opening
makes it
hand
2-2,
win
right?
draft,
Makes 2-2, yeah.
drafting in this format is like you have to like go off the uncommons too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. The
Oh,
uncommons
the
are more
uncommons are
important.
like-
the way
the bread.
more important.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's more important to follow the signals of the uncommons than it is the commons in this set.
Sure.
Because like you'll just have a higher power level deck.
Yeah, I mean, like you can still follow the common signals. Like
You
if you're
still
seeing a
can,
bunch of
yeah.
Harriet Spear guards, like you just move in, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's like that's like free
Yeah.
or rat outs or
Ginger Brutes.
yeah.
Ginger Brute.
Ginger Brute's super good.
No. I
Yeah.
mean, like it's funny because he has to have a color identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Aggro's
just
open. Yeah,
Aggro.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're red based.
Aggro's open. Done.
You don't have to be red based with ginger brew. You can do other stuff with them.
I'd love to see that as a trophy deck.
Like,
a
you
non-red
can.
based ginger brute deck.
It's weird. I think there's a world where
There's a world where
like,
you can do it.
I think like the only other color pair you could ever do it with is black white, which I've never seen a real
Or
black
green white.
deck.
Titanic
white.
growth.
Yeah.
Green white,
Green white Titanic growth,
too,
man,
but,
yeah.
like I take it back. I don't think green white because you need the 1-drops, and black and white both have the good 1-drops. Specifically, the 1-mana fairy,
The uncommon.
the uncommon
Yeah.
black, one.
Oh yeah.
And the uncommon cheeky house mouse.
Well, you still have that in green white.
Yeah, but like the fairies are real good too.
Yeah.
You gotta play like rat outs and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You can play the 3/1 for trample for 2.
the 3/1 with trample for 2. Like
That you
which
get
one?
back with the auras.
Oh yeah, that's an uncommon. Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
yeah. That all the other cards I was talking about were uncommons. Yeah.
Okay. Next up, what are we doing, Roby?
I'm gonna start a new segment. It's called Trophy Talk.
Recurring segment.
Recurring segment. We're gonna start
segment.
doing this. So if you aren't already, you should join our Discord. We'll have the link in the description. And we're gonna start doing this because it's like kind of like our most active little room in our Discord is the trophy deck segment. And like there's been like a lot of activity like the last couple weeks too, with a lot of people posting their trophy decks and stuff. So if you wanna do that, that would be super cool. And we'll talk about them. We'll talk about the trophy decks and give them a rating from a scale from our patented 0 to 9,000 power level scale. And so first up, the first deck we have here is basically the deck I drafted tonight. And this is a 7 wins deck for me. It is green black. And just right off the bat, I'll tell you the funniest thing about it. It has 8 creatures in it. It's green black. It has 8 creatures. My cheapest creature costs 4 mana. What do you guys think? I'm not going to rate it because I did it.
Well, I rate on the aggro scale, and I give this a 100 out of 9,000 on the aggro scale. It's almost as little aggro as you can get, but the 2 haste guys really save you. Buy you those 100 points. The splash red for like
Splash red.
the worst red card. Bellowing bruiser.
Like, why did you have to have bellowing bruiser in
2
this deck?
times 2.
Like,
It was really good. It felt really good. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it genuinely, like, I was like, oh, sick. Like, there were like times where I'm like, oh man, I hope my next card is that Bellowing Bruiser because I just win.
I mean, this is about as mid range as it goes, though, right? Like,
Calling this mid range.
I mean, you're playing bellowing bruiser. You're just
Like
laughing at
the-
bellowing bruiser.
But I have three gluttons, right? Like, I'm pretty dirtle, dude. That thing.
I mean, you're just. I mean, that glutton's not coming down on 7. He's coming down on 5, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like that. That's where you're at. You're trying to get to like 3 and 4 drop.
The Huntsman's Redemption is in.
That's a 3-drop, right?
Yeah.
Like, you get a 3/3.
Yep.
I never once sacrificed a creature.
Oh yeah, because you
I
didn't have any. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I did once because I had a rat. Because I have 2 rat outs
Oh
in
my
here.
gosh.
And that's like the key to playing a deck like this. You just need rat out.
Yeah.
And you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Which is
Yeah.
vanity, just like Rex
Oh,
aggro
man.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
all good.
it does. Yeah,
It's like
'cause-
kills a dude and makes a food. It's like
yeah,
GG
it's
almost.
so
Yeah.
good. Yeah, the last part never did.
It doesn't matter.
Thing.
It doesn't need to.
I don't even know what it does.
A wicked roll.
It puts a wicked roll on
yeah.
sometimes, but I never had a 3-drop. Never put it on. Yeah, but yeah,
What's your rating, Andrew?
This is like a. I mean, this is. Gosh, that freaking bellowing bruiser is so bad.
it was good.
Was a 1 to 9,000 or?
I cast it a lot.
This
to
is like
just
a-
get in.
I mean, this is like a 4,000.
4,000.
7-2 though.
trophy deck.
7-2. 7-2.
I think we
One
got,
of those
I think
was
you got
a
lucky.
disconnection that I got my gems back for.
This
like,
was, oh, okay. Well, you complained and got Jim's back.
yeah.
Nice.
This-
And I still went 7-2.
That's a 9,000 right there
Yeah.
for the complaining.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I played, I'll just derail real quick, but I played my Bellowing Bruiser and it just didn't resolve and skipped my turn and just like was on the screen and like didn't resolve. Like my opponent was doing stuff and it was like still on the stack. I like sent him screenshots and everything. Yeah. So this is a banger. This is a 7-0 Mythic deck. Okay. Like I think I looked at the number. He was like number 936 in Mythic. 923 in Mythic.
Oh man,
7-0 mono red.
Sick.
Yeah, right.
That's awesome.
Give us your
My
pick on-
aggro rating.
Yeah.
As far as aggro decks go,
It's like not as aggro as I've seen.
yeah, it's not the most aggro. It is still aggro.
It is good aggro though. Yeah, for sure.
2 Emendane's Recruiter, and
It's
I'm just
so
all in.
stupid.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I give this a 6,000 out of 9,000
Really?
on the aggro scale.
Oh, that's surprising.
I would love to see more 1 and 2 drops.
It's 7-0 in Mythic.
I'm just aggro scale.
Yeah, just
Like
aggro
the
scale.
deck is better.
Twisted Fealty, right?
Yeah.
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 Just missing a few aggro pieces that I would love to see, but it's not. I don't think it's an aggro deck. I think it's more of a mid range deck.
Yeah. All drop decks are mid-range decks, right?
Yeah. This
I don't
is
know.
really
It is
good.
kind of aggro because like he does have the 2 recruiters.
He's got the spear carriers too. Or
6,000.
spearers.
It's a little aggro. A little aggro.
This is definitely like a solid 7,000, if not more. I mean, this is so cool just to see mono red. Like, my
Yeah.
gosh.
All right, I'll
It's
say
nice to never be screwed by your mana too.
it's an 8,000 because it is adorable.
It's
There
sick.
is a questing druid in here for no reason. Like there is no
I didn't
reason
understand that.
that he needs this questing druid. He put it in there anyways. Hilarious.
Style points.
Style points, stun on people for sure. And the Ash Party Crasher is pretty funny. Like that's like his only thing. But it's probably really good with the 2 rat catcher trainees.
Yeah.
But yeah, questing druid really drives some of the style points for me.
Very nice.
Because I bet it got so huge in games. But
Yeah.
yeah, so next up we have another friend of the show, Ryan. Do you know who that is, Ryan?
BR.
So I think this is funny because now we've upped the standard, or I'll take credit. I've upped the standard
Oh, okay.
and made it all 7 win decks aren't cool anymore unless you get 7-0 decks. And because of that, everyone started posting 7-0 decks. And so I'll take credit for it. So Ryan, I'm glad that you caught up and you are now
This is it.
posting
This is
7-0 decks.
7 the hard way. It's in Premier Draft.
Oh,
Premier
nice.
draft.
Yeah.
Mine was too.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, actually.
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
You guys ever gonna play traditional? Like,
No.
actually playing 2
No.
out of 3 Magic?
No, we play ranked games. We don't just. You can't just throw us into a normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I would
like-
feel bad.
Yeah, I would feel awful.
I was like, but you get those valuable player points though.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
don't care. But
I mean, if you want to
Yeah.
qualify, it's actually probably easier to get player points that way than actually trying to get into the top 1,500. You just buy your way in.
This is about an 8,500 on the aggro scale.
Oh, this is insane.
I don't know that I ever lost 1 HP.
This deck is absolutely nuts.
8,500. I don't know. That's 8,500.
Bro, okay.
It's a 2,000
On the aggro scale. On the aggro scale.
on the mid-range scale, it's about a 10, but there ain't nothing mid-range about this thing. It's like the curve is 1 and 2, and I think you just throw some flavor in there on the 3s and the 4. I mean, non-existent.
Yeah.
How many lands?
15.
You feel like you played too many lands?
No, because, I need to play Edgewall pack sometimes.
This is like a 5,500 for me. Because
That's fair.
the fact that there's still protected parents in this just disgusts me to my core. Like genuinely.
I don't know. I don't think I
Learn
ever
your
drew
lesson,
it.
bro. like
The Princess Takes Flight was absurd.
Oh,
It's
that
really
card's
good, yeah.
so good.
I bargained it away every time,
Yeah.
except for the one time I stockpiling celebrated it and got it back.
don't you feel so smart when you do that? It's
Yeah.
disgusting. Yeah.
Like they're just expecting to get their stuff back, and then you just torch the tower, kill their other dude, and
I
win.
don't ever expect to get my
Yeah,
stuff back.
you shouldn't.
Yeah, 'cause,
You
yeah.
shouldn't.
I think that's happened like one time ever.
Regal Bunnycorn was insane in this too, though.
Regal Bunnycorn's actually kind of good, right?
It's like a 7/7.
Yeah.
I haven't been super impressed with it.
It's a
whatever.
big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I was just playing stuff. Hilda's Crown of Winter was obviously dumb. Like for one man, I tap 2 dudes.
You ever draw cards off of it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
what's the over under on that of people drawing cards on that? I bet it's super low, the amount of cards are being drawn by that thing.
Yeah, it's not a lot of style points though. You should work on that for sure. The Regal Bunnycorn is kind of cute. Hilda's Crown of Winter is just good. Right. Like I would have liked to see more obnoxious cards.
I did with The Princess Takes Flight and Archon's Glory and Double Strike hit someone for 18.
Yeah, that's not really cute.
That's cute. That was cute.
That's
He
like,
had a blocker that was
Double
in the air.
Strike is
my
not
God.
Chose not to do it.
That's like some Timmy
no.
stuff.
Also gained 18 or it was 16 life.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that's funny.
Oh no.
That's super funny. Archon's Flight's pretty good. Like the Archon's whatever.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Archon's Glory. Yeah.
Glory, yeah.
Glory of the Archon.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, so the 7-0. 7-0.
Very nice. That was a
Yeah.
good one.
But yeah, if you want to post your decks in the trophy decks, we'll take looks at them.
I'll give you a good aggro rating.
Yeah, I won't give you.
I'll give you a medium mid-range rating.
And I'll let everyone know how cute it is.
Andrew's not giving over 7,000 if you don't have at least 7 removals.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Seven
Yeah, that's the bare minimum.
Removal.
Well, yeah, 1,000 points per removal spell.
Like to get points from me, you just gotta have like really, really greedy splashes. like
Like a 5-color deck.
Druid onto. Adorable. Like so good. Genuinely. Like just knowing that you don't need to do something, but just because it's cool, right? Like that's tight.
You lose points from me every time you play more than 40 cards.
Oh man.
You gain points from me every time you play
you
more than
definitely
40
lose points for
cards.
that on my scale too.
You get like 1,000 per extra card
Oh
you
my
play over
gosh.
41.
Wrong.
Yeah, it's like you could get up to like, I don't know, like my highest power level deck, probably like 99,000 because it just got so many extra cards. And if you go to 5, that's like automatic 9,000. 45,
Wrong.
automatic.
Automatic. Can't break 4,500 if you have 45 cards. Can't get half. Can't pass.
That's funny. Yeah.
Speaking of not playing 40 cards.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about the cut. How do you make cuts in your deck, Roby?
I don't. I don't at all. I just genuinely
I should have put
don't
money on
most of
that. Like
yeah.
the over under that. I literally told Ryan that I was like, I want to do a segment about cuts, but I just can tell Roby's going to say, I never cut anything.
You want to
always
know how
have to.
Roby makes cuts? He's like, hey, Ryan, what should I cut? And I tell him, he's like, no.
I mean, you got to go. At some point, there's got to be a cut there on 46, 47.
I don't know. I was
43, right? You do make cuts.
I was playing 43 tonight.
You still made some.
You still
I
make
made
cuts,
some
though. You make
cuts,
cuts,
yeah.
right? Like you
Yeah.
do. So how do you base your cuts?
I'm a kind of a synergy guy. So like I'm really like looking at synergies and looking at which cards don't actually add value to my synergies usually. Like
I noticed that a lot when you helped me.
Yeah, because I cut all the random creatures that do nothing.
Right.
Which Ryan adds all the random creatures that do nothing, right?
Yeah.
Like protective parents. That's why that's why I'm so triggered by that. Right? Like like it does nothing to your deck.
Ryan, how do you make your cuts? I mean, he's talking about that.
So I have a very complex process.
This
Yeah,
makes
mine
sense.
too.
This checks out.
First, don't cut them. And then
First, I line all my creatures up by a mana curve, and then I put all my removal spells in a pile. Then I put all my non-removal spells in a pile. And I look at the non-removal spells first,
Mhm.
and I look where my curve is light on creatures or heavy on creatures. Like if I have too many 4-drops, I'll check that.
Yeah.
And then I'll look to my removal. Like, do I really need 6 removal? No, I ain't no punk.
removal's a crutch.
And then I start to just slowly cut away the bad creatures that like are curve fillers, but like not really doing anything besides being a curve filler.
I base mine on curve all the time. I try to make a really good curve on my deck. And even if it's playing something that's a little bit out of the way or maybe not as strong, sometimes I feel like you could just win games in draft just by curving.
Yeah.
And this set in particular is one of those ones where like you could really, if you curve out on somebody, and it's not even like a 1-2-3, it could be like a 1-2-2 1 drops, like get in there. You know, like in your aggro deck there, I'm sure it was something like that where you're just like 1 drop, another 2 1 drops, we're good.
Yeah.
You know, and something like that. And then I think when you're like examining a format too, like you got to look at like, is this a fast format? Is this a like not fast format? And then base your cuts off that too. Because if you're not interacting, like if there was one week where I did like almost all adventures and I had like no creatures in the 2 drop spot. And I'm like, what the heck was I thinking? I should have just played this dorky 2-2 for nothing in that spot because I just needed a body there, or even like a 1-3 just that did nothing. It would probably been better in that curve.
Sick in the set.
Oh yeah, they're so good.
Yeah, I kind of disagree though. Like, curve isn't always everything though. Like tonight, like was kind of an example of that where like I didn't really have a real meaningful curve.
You pretty much curved out on me every game.
Hardly.
Yeah,
like
you did
You
like,
made a
kept, like,
food. You
5
played up the
wonders.
beanstalk. You played a wolf. You like comboed that into another wolf with another food.
Yeah,
You-
yeah. I guess
you
like
always
there's
had like a
what-
1-2
You-
drop.
You maybe did like the only time you didn't do anything is when you were scared of Twisted Field Tea, and you like. I mean, if we run back all the games in the first 5 turns, you maybe wasted 2 mana in the ones that you won.
Yeah.
Yeah, you rocked me
I
on
get-
3 mana and just did something one turn, did something on turn 2,
Yeah.
did something on turn 3. Actually, it just helped out too because the wolf that you had actually did a 1 drop and a 3 drop at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
That's why it's so good.
Adventures,
Maybe
right?
that's why you
Yeah.
don't even see it sometimes that you were really
Yeah.
curving out like every
That
time.
really was, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I played a fell horseman to get back my wolf that I traded off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah. I guess yeah.
Yeah. Like there was no turn where you're just like, yeah, pass.
The-
like
yeah.
maybe turn 1.
It was
one of
curve
the
hiding
games.
in all
I
your
think I'm
synergy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's synergy, right? Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So chill with that curve, dog.
Yeah, you gotta calm
I have
down
hideous looking curves sometimes.
sometimes, but this one in particular was pretty
It
good.
was a tricky looking one.
It was a tricky looking, right? Because I had
Those the
like
adventures.
All the adventures really messed that up quite a bit, but they're sneaky in that way. All right.
Oh, Superfecta this week.
yep.
Yeah.
What's our superfecta, Ryan?
Veggies in favor of Robi winning with the food deck.
All right.
Favorite veggies.
Do I get to
Pack
go
one pick?
first?
You do.
Oh, okay.
Roby's got to go first, right?
Okay. How do superfectas work? Which direction do we go?
Clockwise every time.
Okay. All right.
Clockwise and then back.
What's my tier 1 vegetable?
Oh, this is easy. I hope it makes it to me.
Tier 1. Dude, I love tomatoes.
It's a fruit.
Shut up. Get out of here, you scrub.
It's a fruit,
no.
right? It's a fruit.
No, that's some malarkey.
So we can pick fruits?
No, chill. Okay. Tomato it's like right in the middle, right? Like
It's like
it's
technically a fruit.
debated.
Alright.
It's debated, right?
Sure. But
Okay.
it's not like
Okay, I'll pick
scientifically
a
it's a
different
fruit.
one. I'll pick a different one.
We could do fruits and veggies if you want.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, that's good.
This
Let's
is
just say fruits for another week.
okay.
Yeah.
Dang. Are pumpkins a vegetable?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't eat pumpkins all the time. Probably broccoli. I love broccoli.
Broccoli. As mean? Potato.
God,
Potatoes.
Hell
are
yeah.
fire.
you missed it.
Oh, you missed
Yeah, I
potatoes.
should have said
Gotta be
that.
number one.
Potatoes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, give me squash.
Sweet
I
potatoes.
love it. Oh, I get
God.
2 picks. And that is my second
Damn
pick.
it, Roby.
Unfortunately.
What the heck, man?
That should have been. That's just a given. That's why I basically cut my thumb off. So everybody already knows I love sweet potatoes.
Broccoli's a good pick, though. If
Broccoli-
broccoli
I love
was up, I
broccoli.
would probably pick broccoli
Yeah.
over sweet potatoes. But since it's not, sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes do roll. I eat an obscene amount of sweet potatoes.
Lettuce.
Good one.
Basic. That's a trash pick.
Do you not enjoy salad?
I hate
Do you not
lettuce.
enjoy salad?
No one
No,
enjoys salad.
Nobody likes salad.
I like a Caesar salad.
Salad toppings, which is the only reason to eat a salad.
I just want
The
all
lettuce?
croutons and salad
Yes,
dressing.
genuinely. Like, actually.
Until I was 30 years old, I never put any dressing on my salads. I had
Really?
them
That's
dry
crazy.
and I hated them.
That's crazy.
I just did it for like dietary reasons. I was just mad as shit all the time.
Dude, yeah. We should have
What was
done
the
a
first salad dressing you put on a salad?
toppings.
Italian.
Italian? Oh, very
Italian,
good. Strong choice. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so my turn.
Yeah.
So
You get
sweet
two.
potatoes already taken.
Yeah.
Okay. Squash is taken.
Yes.
Every type of squash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like 9,000 different types of squash. Like
Just
you
say-
didn't
you
mean
could say-
butternut squash.
Squash, bro. Squash.
That's
like
like,
a
take every type of bro-
that's like then you don't get sweet potatoes.
Does he get any
He
kind
said
of-
potatoes.
No, they're different. Those are different.
Those are different.
There are different types of squash. There's like spaghetti squash. There's like butternut squash. There's like tree gourds, which are squash technically, right? Zucchini.
Do you want to
squash.
take butternut squash?
No,
Is
I
that
don't
what you
want
want?
squash.
He wants zucchini.
I want asparagus.
That's a good one. You get
Dude,
another one
and,
too.
Okay, the actually good leafy green spinach slaps. It's,
It's
way
okay.
better than lettuce.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Carrots.
carrots are real too.
Eh,
I like
they're
all
okay.
of them actually.
Okay. I get 2 bangers left. The actually good leafy green Brussels sprouts.
Fuck.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh,
are-
damn it. I was going to try to sneak
This is
that one
hard
at the
because
very
I
end.
actually like all of them.
Oh, they're so good.
Like I actually actively like basically all vegetables.
And I'm gonna hit you back with onions.
Onions rule too. I love onions. Yeah,
I hate onions.
You don't eat
You hate
onions?
I
Onions?
hate onions. I hate raw onions.
No,
I like onion rings.
Bruh, I eat onions like raw.
I
They
don't
can
like
be
it.
like off of
sandwiches.
I like a
on
sauce.
salads.
Yeah.
I like a sauteed onion. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty good. I
All
like
kinds
that.
of onions.
Yeah, they're all
Fire.
good. Yeah, shallots.
I get the last
That's
pig.
an onion.
Oh
he
man.
gets last. You get the next.
Wait, I thought he did. Oh,
he has 1 left.
okay. I felt like I had him.
There's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
We
3.
should just go all the way around.
No, snake.
Got that snake now.
It's just confusing
what do I
for
got?
no
I got
reason.
carrot.
I legitimately was gonna take sweet potatoes. Though.
No,
I
you're good. You're
promise.
good. You're good.
Asparagus was my next one too. Like cauliflower.
Cauliflower rolls.
That's basically like crappy broccoli, right?
Yeah.
Cauliflower is good. It's not like a real thing that exists in nature.
I should have
Did you
been
know
like
that?
bok choy or something like that.
Do you know that that doesn't actually
Uh-uh.
exist in nature? It's like completely genetically mutated broccoli.
No.
Yep.
No wonder I like it so much.
Well,
Since-
I love all.
Since you gave me, since you said sweet potatoes, you feel like it's stolen. I will tell
No,
you.
you're good.
Garlic's still available.
I do love garlic.
Garlic.
I'm Hungarian, so like everything we eat is just like
So good.
obscenely garlicky. But like that's a given. That's a
Yeah.
spice. That's not really a vegetable. But,
Yeah. It is fire, though.
yeah, I love garlic. Shout out to garlic. Huge
Yeah.
fan.
Honorable mention.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick a wild one. Eggplant.
Oh, I like eggplant. I like
I love
eggplant.
eggplant,
Yeah.
yeah.
Eggplant can be good.
That's good.
It's kind of disgusting. but it's like one of the ones you really have to like. It's
Cook
like
it correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
like
cook it,
you
yeah.
can mess that one up real bad.
Yep.
Yep.
Eggplant parmesan. So
It's like
good.
probably a high skill level vegetable.
No one said avocados.
How is
It's a fruit,
that's
right?
a fruit?
It's a
Is
fruit.
it?
If a tomato, if I can't say tomato, then
just trolling?
avocado is for sure. For it has
Were you
a
trolling?
seed.
You were trolling, right? You were trolling, right?
Sure.
Okay, good. I'll give you the
No,
that. You-
you actually.
Did you
think-
know bell peppers are also a fruit?
dude? I don't believe that, but yeah,
They're a berry.
no,
they're a berry?
Yeah.
No, that's a stupid categorization. of
I
that.
agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's dumb. Yeah,
Are jalapenos like in that?
is it in the berry
peppers.
section at the grocery store?
So
No.
peppers.
Basically.
No, it really
They're all the
isn't.
same area.
They don't have like the grapes and the bell peppers right next to each other.
Grapes
They don't
aren't
like
berries.
grapes, but the grapes are usually next to the berries.
That's true.
Yeah, like there's usually like the grapes,
Raspberries and the
raspberries,
strawberry, yeah. On the other
blackberries.
side. On the other side.
All right, what's the number one berry? All right, start with Ryan. Go around.
Green bell peppers.
So, yeah, Ryan, green bell peppers.
You gotta admit those are better than literally every berry.
No, I love berries.
Oh, no way, man.
Green bell peppers are fire.
Oh, no way.
No,
way.
not compared to
They're
berries.
Terrible. To berries?
Yeah,
I
berries
gotta
aren't
be
that
I
good.
love green bell peppers.
Strawberries not that good.
What?
Raspberries not that good. Blackberries not that good.
You didn't say the best one. blueberries.
Blueberry.
Not that good.
Amazing.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
no, they
They're
slap.
so
Green bell
good.
pepper over it all day, every day.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
I just want to see you eat a bell pepper. Can you just eat a raw ass bell
I
pepper?
can't. I do it all the time, but like.
Do you eat them raw?
Yeah,
I mean, I like them sauteed, but
Okay.
I eat bell peppers all the time.
Why
That's
don't
like
you
a
like-
Hungarian thing.
Why
They
don't you
have
like the
like
Iron Chef guy just be like, Ale cuisine, like something like that.
they have these Hungarian peppers. They're kind of like bell peppers. They're usually yellow, but they aren't like sweet like bell peppers. And yeah, we just would eat them all the time growing up. Yeah, yeah, peppers slap.
best berries or peppers.
That's funny. Yeah, blueberries are my pick. Yeah. So I think that's all we got.
Strawberry if
for-
you took blueberry.
Strawberries, yeah.
All right.
Strawberries slap too. They're all good. All right, I think that's all we got for this week.
Catch you boys on the side.
Bye.